Be clean. Your faith has healed you.
Welcome to God's Kingdom, where every story brings you closer to God.
Today, we're jumping into a short but just incredibly powerful story. It's all about isolation, about desperation, and what happens in a single life-changing encounter. Okay, so to really get the weight of this story, we have to understand what the word leprosy actually meant back then. I mean, it wasn't just a medical condition, it was a life sentence. It was, for all intents and purposes, a social death. And you know that sentence? It kicked in right away with total banishment. You had no choice. The law said you had to live outside the city walls, far away from your home, your job, everything you'd ever known. And just try to imagine the human cost of that. Being completely, utterly cut off from every single person you love. Your family, your friends, the whole social fabric of your life is just ripped to shreds. The loneliness must have been crushing. And if the physical isolation wasn't bad enough, there was this deep psychological burden. You see, it wasn't enough to just be an outcast. You were forced to take part in your own shaming. The law actually required you to yell out, "Unclean, unclean," to warn anyone who might get too close. It was a constant public announcement of your own defilement. So that's the setup, right? A hopeless, isolated life, all structured by rules designed to keep you away. But what happens when that desperation just boils over? What if someone decides they're going to break every single one of those rules for just a tiny glimmer of hope? Well, this is exactly where our story takes a huge turn. We see this act of just incredible, desperate courage. A man who's only known by his disease risks everything, the scorn, the punishment, by breaking all those religious and social laws just to get near Jesus. And you have to listen to the words he uses. "Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean." This is so much more than just a request. It is a massive statement of faith. Notice he doesn't question Jesus' power to heal him, not for a second. He only questions his willingness. It's this incredibly powerful, humble plea. So here it is, the critical moment. What happens next? You know, the expected reaction would be for Jesus to back up, to recoil in horror like everyone else. But he does the absolute opposite, something completely shocking and unthinkable to everybody watching. In this moment, Jesus doesn't just shout a blessing from a safe distance. No, he closes the gap. He deliberately, and with so much purpose, reaches out his hand and touched him. He touched the untouchable. Now, in that culture, that physical contact would have legally made Jesus unclean himself, but he just shatters that barrier without a moment's hesitation. I mean, can you even imagine that? For years, maybe even decades, this man hasn't had a handshake, a pat on the back, a hug, nothing. This one touch wasn't just about healing a skin disease. It was about giving this man his humanity back. And right after this amazing moment of connection, Jesus just says, "I am willing, be clean." And bam, the transformation is instant, and it is total. He goes from being an outcast, unclean, and separated, to being restored, clean, and whole. It's a complete 180 of his entire identity. You see, the healing was complete, but it was so much more than just skin deep. Sure, his body was made new, but the bigger deal is that his life was given back to him. He could finally go home, he could see his family again. He was no longer defined by sickness, but by wholeness. And that's what this story leaves us with. It pushes us past a simple miracle and makes us ask a much bigger question, one that applies to every single one of us, way beyond ancient diseases. When you look at this incredible transformation, what does it truly mean to be made whole?
Thank you for watching our video. Like, share, and subscribe for more.